And just in this room, you have dozens of people who are not following the guidelines in New Jersey, which say you should not have more
No,
than
they don't
25.
have to. It's a political activity.
Why are you saying such a bad example, Mr. President?
You're wrong on that because it's a political activity. They have exceptions, political activity, and it's also a peaceful protest. And as you know, they asked if they could be. You know, a number of, and to me, they look like they all have, pretty much all have masks on. But, you know, you have an exclusion in the law. It says peaceful protest or political activity, right? In fact, specifically, yeah, it says exactly political activity or peaceful protest. And you could call it political activity, but I'd call it peaceful protest because they heard you were coming up. And they know the news is fake. They understand it better than anybody. And if the press in this country were honest, it wasn't corrupt, if it wasn't fake, our country would be so much further ahead. But we're doing really great. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much.
I mean, look, we're running against a radical left ideology. Their messenger is Sleepy Joe. He doesn't know it's his message. He has no idea what the message is. But he's going to do whatever they tell him to do. You know it. Because he's not all there. So, listen, you have a guy, really, he is so terrible. Tim Ryan, this woman is incredible. You got to let her win. Tim Ryan, he talks and he talks and he talks, gets nothing done. I mean, we have to beat this. He only talks about jobs. He does nothing. We have in Christina an incredible candidate, incredible in every way. She will work so hard for you. Tim Ryan goes out, he runs for president. He got zero.
I will tell you that if I was surrounded by people, as I was at the time, the reason I took it, you know, we had some people that were relatively near me that tested positive. And I took it for that reason, just because I've heard good things.
But Fauci says it doesn't work. Joe Wild says it doesn't work.
I don't agree with Fauci on everything. I don't agree with Fauci. Look, Fauci didn't want, and I like him, I get along with him actually great, but he didn't want to ban people from China from coming into the country, and I overrode him, and I did the right thing. He was saying face masks are no good a short while ago, so it doesn't mean he's a bad person, because he's not. He's a good person. I like him. But we disagree on things. We disagree on things. Now, I will say this. We've done an amazing job with ventilators. We're supplying the world with ventilators. Ventilators are very hard, very expensive, very hard to make, very complex, very complicated machines, very expensive. Hold it.
The U.S. have so many deaths.
Hold it.
The U.S. has so many deaths compared to so many countries around the world.
Fake news, CNN, hold it. We have done a great job in this country. We haven't been given, and not me, I'm not talking about me, Vice President, the task force, have not been given the kind of credit. If you look, countries all over the world are exploding right now. People that you said were doing a wonderful job, so wonderful. But right now, take a look at the countries that are exploding. You have Italy back, you have Spain back, you have France back, you have Germany back. You have a lot of countries, and that's not to knock them. It is a very delicate, very contagious disease. It was released by China. It should never have been allowed to release. There was the source where you could have stopped it. And they did stop it from going into China, although now they say that China is having a lot of problems. Moscow in Russia is having tremendous problems. What China unleashed was a very, very sad situation. With all of that being understood, the United States has done an amazing job, a great job, and you're going to see that because we have vaccines and we have therapeutics coming very soon. China would love us to have an election where Donald Trump lost to Sleepy Joe Biden. They would dream, they would own our country. If Joe Biden was president, China would own our country. And you said another country. What was the third country?
No, just those two.
No, you didn't say that in the report. The report said Iran also, but you didn't say that. Iran would love to see me. Iran would love to see me not be president, and we're going to look at that very closely. But you started off with Russia. Why don't you start off with China? Do you think China's maybe a bigger threat?
You're also expecting
legal challenges with this, right?
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Yesterday, sir, you said that you were expecting legal.
What I said is people can do whatever they want. I guess maybe they'll bring legal actions, maybe they won't, but they won't win. They won't win.
If legal action is brought against you on this, why not just work with Congress on this deal?
Well, I'm not saying they're not going to come back and negotiate. They might very well come back and negotiate.
You're signing an executive order today, and Americans want to know when they're going to see this relief.
Very soon. They're going to see it very soon. Look, there it is, right there. Excuse me. There it is, right there. Go ahead.
Mr. President, though, this is expected to be tied up in the court, so this relief is either going to be delayed or
No,
blocked
I don't think
indefinitely.
so. I think this is going to go
just
very
political
rapidly through
theater?
the courts.
But
This
are
will
you
go
giving
very,
people
if we
false
get
hope?
sued, maybe we won't get sued. If we get sued, it's somebody that doesn't want people to get money, okay? And that's not going to be a very popular thing.
Go around Congress. Are you trying to set a new precedent that the president
No,
can go around
no.
Congress and decide how
You ever
money
hear
is
the
collected
word
and spent?
obstruction? They've obstructed. Congress has obstructed. The Democrats have obstructed people from getting desperately needed money. Go ahead, please, right here.
President,
No,
why do you
no,
keep
you're
saying
finished.
that
Go
you
ahead,
passed
please.
Veterans Choice?
Please.
You said that you passed Veterans Choice. It was passed in 2014.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead,
But
please.
it's a false statement, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.